February 15th. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving Tuesday, live from the East Coast. Happy, beautiful Thursday, everyone. All is well with my soul. Some soul truth oracles. Quick message as we tap into the great power from the divine spirit of all there is. Let love fill your heart. It's with a spirit of gratitude. And yes, all is well with my soul. Awake, alive, and blessed. I'm grateful for another day. How about you? Let's go ahead and let's start here with the Soul Truth Oracles. Let's see what the energy is. Hey, Tara. Hey, sweetie. Good morning from Aries through Pisces. Just a quick message for today. How are you this morning? One more. Good morning. How are you? I also got the tea, a little bit of hot, a little bit of exposure, fun and full of exposure. All right, so what's going on? Tara, 841. Let's go ahead. One more. Aries through Pisces. Just a quick message. This is not the original Soul Truth. Lots of energy today, right? Good for you. We having that new moon happening in another couple of days. It's a 3-day event. So feel the energy, feel the vibration, and enjoy that beautiful energy. One more. It's beautiful. One more. Aries through Pisces. One more. And thank you. Just a quick message. All right, Aries, every day's a new beginning. Take a deep breath and start again. That's it. Okay, I trust my inner voice. What you have to say matters, even if it doesn't matter to anyone else. Maybe there's a conversation that you must have today. We all have conversations with people, but this is something deeper. Maybe there's a phone call that you have to make. Use the inner voice, which is radiance, the light within. Yeah. So any conversations that you have, your voice must be heard. What you have to say matters. If you don't have the tools, practice some breath work. All right, and that help you, with your nervous system, creating a new pathway, new neural networks, and engaging here. Boho line art. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going, Taurus. All right? Keep going, Taurus. Don't watch the clock. Don't worry about the time, basically. We all get caught up with the time. What time, right? Your relationship with time, if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to have enough time. Yeah, I always do all signs. I start in with a little quick message. Let's go ahead. Don't be afraid, Gemini. Gemini, don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Loving yourself each day as you begin to embrace all your imperfections. Understand that you're not perfect. We're not here for perfection. We're here for connection. So don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. I know that you're a Gemini. I know that. I remember everyone that comes in here. Don't be afraid to give, not everyone, but mostly. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great, Gemini, okay? I know I had to take this in stride. I had to embrace that. So a lot of times we don't want to give certain things up, but sometimes we have to. That happened to me with my 2 tarot channels that I had already monetized. I had to start all over again. So if you're doing something here, you know that you could be a little bit better. It could be something like that. There's something here that you are afraid to give up. Maybe the comforts that it brings you. All right. So make sure that you do that and embrace all. I'm every sign. I'm every sign. That's the problem, that I'm a little bit of everything. All right. So okay, just give it up. It's okay. Go for the great. You're made for greatness. All right, become a master at it. It's like there's always going to be endless choices and opportunities. Okay, so some of course they're going to be short lived, and learn how to be more discerning, dispel confusion, and pick the one that's going to give you long term insecurity. All right, this is going to be. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. Cancer. The words like a mirror, frown at it and it frowns at you, smile and it smiles too. This is for Cancer. All right. Not proving yourself to anyone. Ideas are like stars. We never reach them, but like mariners, we chart our course by them. Love is never wrong. I love you. This is for Leo. Does my person love me? Either they love me or they hate me. No. We're gonna have to understand the dual nature. All right. Hey Bentley. Hi Bentley. So ideas are like stars. We never. I being like between being idealistic and okay, and being a realistic. All right. So sometimes we want to go so far ahead of ourselves. We have all these beautiful ideas and dreams, right? We could reach them if we do the practical work. All right. So just embracing a little bit of both. Uh, Annihilation. Am I a magician? I am a gifted, talented, intuitive, amazing human being. That's what I am. All right. However you want to perceive me, that's on you. Your efforts now, hard work, pressure, and this is for Virgo. Virgo, your efforts now, your hard work, pressure, bear everything. It is to save enough ability and capital to do what you like more, to fight for their own choice. Oh, I never had this before. Find the power. I trust that my faith in the universe will give me all that I need. Uh, Listen, let me just keep going because you don't want none of me this morning. After the difficult times, you will embrace a bright future. This is for Libra. It's a time after the difficult times, you will embrace a bright future. Um, Scorpio, believing in yourself and know that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Scorpio, be bravely you. Be you bravely. These are just some quick messages. Success is not measured, and this is for Sagittarius. Success is not measured by how far you go, but by the obstacles you overcome. Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. Boho Line logo. May he recover. Yeah. Just pray for him. Set him, keep him in really high vibrations. All you can do is pray, and that, of course, open doors. Yeah, just pray and send him just really, really good positive. Stay positive. Because then if you go down, like, you know what I mean? Like that stays in very low vibration. Just try to optimistic and, just more positive that everything's going to turn out, for his highest good. He's going to overcome any obstacles, challenges, believe you can, and you're halfway there. Capricorn and Aquarius, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. And Pisces, don't let yesterday take too much of today. Yesterday's gone. Today's what matters, okay? Planting a new seeds. Believing in the seeds that you're planting, okay? So even if you have a work that's, you might have a work that's fulfilling or there's something that you want to do new here. Planting seeds, they take time, all right, to see the true manifestations with gratitude, with the spirit of gratitude for your existing blessings. Don't let things take too much space. People, places. All right. Anybody has a question, come on in if you have a question. Remember that challenges are part of life. Start using the power of your voice to declare to the universe that you welcome new blessings, that you welcome miracles. You live in a world that just keeps getting better and better. Every day speak it, right? Speak it out loud and understand that, that you hold the power of creation. How marvelous that is, right? Your words are not just words, they are using a unique frequency, and that you have the free will to focus in any direction you want to send out the vibration of creation to the universe. Okay? And so just keep that in mind. Your word not merely describe your world, they create it. So use your words wisely and remember that that you are protected in the present, in the past, and in the future. Okay? And so it is. Begin to speak in those words. Remember that when you speak words, it's like casting spells. You creating a ripple effect, a wavelength, and you all carry a sacred vibration. So create, build, grow, and heal. Use that energy for that, not to worry. All right, of course, we're gonna worry when when our mind is full with so many things, and all the noise. So you want one card? Open question form is short. What card you want? What card would you like? You don't have any question? You want a tarot card? You wasn't specific. Oh, you want a tarot card. All right. Let's go ahead and tap into any confusion that you may be having. We're gonna leave it like that. Any confusion. Tarot cards are not only to understand yourself in this world, but any confusion that you may have on a situation. And then from there we go to clarity, insight, and of course guidance, motivation, inspiration. And you'll be like, oh, okay, it's just something that's happening that's outside of my control. Let's go ahead. It is in the spirit of gratitude and appreciation. How to create a new neural networks. It all begins in your mind. All right, everything that's happening to you, it is of your own doing. All right, maybe you're too kind, maybe you're too giving, or maybe you're not. All right, so maybe to encourage you to do something else. One more for you, Tara 841. Here we go. One more. You were born to create. Remember that. It is in our DNA. It is in every fiber of our being. So use the energy for that. You got the hangman here. And you got the star. So they're asking you to release what's not yours. There's something that's not yours. Release it. You got the hangman. All right. You have the portal of the sun here. Represents enlightenment, spiritual gifts. All right. But it's like, I don't know if you believe, I don't know if you trust yourself from your root. All right. It could be a problem with neighbors. All right. Remember that we're here to connect from the bottom of the. So see, like a tree, nothing ever grows if it doesn't go down to the bottom. All right. So like HE double hockey sticks. So in order for us, we got to heal our lineage, heal the root, and the tree is stable. So when we understand the portal of the sun here, which that little iconography, right? That solar disc, that's connection to divinity. This for me represents Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces. It'll be there until the 26th, and then it's going to transit over to Aries with your spiritual gifts here, right? So that represents your spiritual gifts and the messages from the divine. They are portals of energy. You understand? So when that moves over into Aries, it's going to give you a different approach. Every time it's a different perspective. So seeing things from their perspective, how to find common ground, basically. But the star is of hope and it's of healing. All right, so divine guidance of clarity is a renewal. All right, you're being guided towards something better. Trust the path, even if today requires patience, because this is a very patient individual. Things unfold to you. When things unfold to you, they sit down next to you quietly. All right, so how to remain still and let things really, really happen without interference. You understand? So whatever you're going through here, okay, you're entering a period of healing, something that's inside of you. All right. This is all. If you're feeling unstable or unsafe, knowing that you're protected. This guy's yellow here, so that's positive energy. The red, of course, is security. Is of strength. Is of course the root chakra. So healing the root. So you heal the root, the cause of the problem, and everything starts becoming stable for you. All right. I'm gonna see one more. All right. So you have three major arcanas. All right. And these are themes that are happening into your life. Go slow and see what happens, something like that. Okay. No, this is all about putting the temperance is all about the alchemical process, transmuting energy, this any discordant energy. You understand me? All right. Hey, hi, Michael Fleming. I love you too. All right. So there's something here that you want to do. So this energy is all about letting, because remember, you represent the counterpart to this. All right. And on the other side of because you got 3, 6, 9, 12. All right. So you are here 3, and then 6 is 3 here in the third house, and in the ninth house. So if you got the clock here 12, right? This represents the 12. Then you got 1. So here we go like this. And then according to the universal energy and the zodiac, we go counterclockwise. You understand? So this energy is all about transmuting discordant energy. Enlightenment must happen. This is doing things slowly, right? So bottom line is this, right? Putting your best foot forward. So today they're asking you to put there's something here. There could be something that it is the first day for you. You might be doing something for the very first time. So you want to show your best self, all right? Because you have the ability to. So if you're trying to make a best possible impression by acting energetically, because that's what you say you feel, politely, and presenting your most positive qualities, especially at the start of a new task here, meeting new people in a situation, showing commitment, all right? And this is all about trying your hardest for a good outcome, okay? So it's about giving something your all and being determined and showcasing your best self, whether a job interview or a new endeavor. All right. So this represents hoes. Like when the stars align, they fell in love. All right. So, right. You understand? So embarking on a understanding with yourself as much as possible here, and a lot of effort. All right. This is telling we behave very well in order to gain to gain somebody's approval. Like, all right, try being very polite, very helpful here. Try as hard as you can, all right? Whatever you're doing here. So if I'm very enthusiastic, I got great work ethics, I want to make a good impression, I want to be seen as capable and as polite and professional, all right? So that's basically it. Starting strong. So a lot of times we start really strong, but then we lose, all right? Because we're trying to do things for only my understanding. No, we got to look at things from multiple perspectives. And this iconography here, this portal of the sun's energy is going to start giving you, hey, Stella, all right? When you begin something new, like a school, a new project, all right, you have to learn how to set a positive tone, and you can carry that out because your mutable energy, all right, almost fall what? Almost fell in nego yesterday, okay? You're starting to walk and dance with more graceful shape. Your leg. Maybe there's something happened to your leg. You want to look better. Marching, walking, dancing. There's something here. Okay? There's something. You might start a new routine here, fitness, whether it's marching, walking, dancing. There's something here that's going to, give you that. It's going to look, it's beautiful, right? The ego one thing about the ego is an instrument that is elegant, it's beautiful, okay, and it must be. It's about, like a lot of times we want to choose the calm and banish the shadow, but you take that energy and then you integrate that energy. You have the ability to do that, and then you look at things from the mind of God here. All right, that third eye, that awakening. All right. So maybe you want to try some Reiki, some healing, some meditation, some anything that gets you going to open up the portal of the sun, because you're very creative here. All right. So understand that the ego is a beautiful instrument, but we got to learn how to understand the discordant energy. We don't banish it and say, oh, you only want the calm. No, they go together. There's a lot of things that you want to do here, right? So the temperament is about showing up as the best version of yourself, and you're going to succeed in any situation. All right. So there's medicine, there's healing. All right. But it's a connection here to the divine, the part that's what the tree represents. All right. And you're supported here on your journey. Okay. Whatever it is that you want to do. Now you got the Ten of Cups. All right. The Ten of Cups is that you have a balance here between family and work, right? So you don't get burned out. All right. So just understand that. There's a rewarding family. This is saying go after your dreams. Follow what your dreams are telling you. If the Hierophant, because sometimes the Hierophant, the high priestess, all right. Wow, look at all these major arcanas. All right. So if one of the things here is that even if it's love here, an emotional connection here with somebody, believing your capabilities, connecting to your spirit, your heart, and understand that you're autonomous, right here. Your spiritual nature. Don't believe in the idea of other people. Believe in what your dreams are telling you. All right. All right. I lost trust a little yesterday. Okay. That could have been here. You got 3 different planets here. We got Uranus. Uranus is it's in, I believe it's still in Taurus. You got Neptune and Pisces. There could have been some not conjunction, a trine, because this is showing me a trine, the triangle. This is what this is like a sextile. Something costs you something, right? This don't happen, like nothing happens for nothing. Something always have an equal reaction to things. All right. So that was just it could last a couple of days, a week, right? And then you just get back on track. All right. So the Ten of Cups is all about, what? Express gratitude, quality time, go after your dreams, expand your family, focus on creating long-term security, engage in marriage, buying a home. All right, happy reunions, there's joy here. All right, so it might last that long. We don't know what's going on. This could be the arrival of, feeling familiar. There's something here that there's a new fulfilling relationship. All right, so just relax. All right, so it can't be that bad. All right. This is a potential for a happily ever after. We want all that white. We all want the white picket fence, right? You showcase yourself. You got a lot of color here. You got a lot of spontaneity. Show your true identity. When we limit ourselves, all right, to the only people that we around, all right, we don't expand our consciousness. Expand, I mean, it goes on and on and on. So I'm gonna leave it there. All right, expand. Show who you truly are. Go after what your dreams. Pay attention to what your dreams are telling you. You overcome so much here. Ooh. All right? You got it. It's okay. Through these confusing times, why am I feeling like this? I have the alchemist. I have that gift to transmute any discordant energy, to turn, like, if you look at the temperance, turning water into wine, turning water into fire, right? That Yeshua's energy. Yeah, I have some. What's the next step? Hey, ZS, you asked a question. So what's the next step? Let me see what he said. Just patience and understanding with yourself first, more than anything. All right. So try is all you can do. Some people say don't try. Trying is a failure. Knowing that you're going to fail, you're going to be successful. If you go in between the things that are very contradicting, which is part of life. Am I going to be a failure? I'm going to be success. You won't know until you try. So don't worry about it. All right. Present your best self. That's all you can do. Once you be your true authentic self, And when you're looking at your core values, right, you understanding that there is leadership, integrity, growth, honesty, taking accountability, So how to have that balance between family, fun. We all are our security and our stability is at the core of everything we do. We want to be this happiness just not for myself but for others. We have a lot of faith. We push that forward. This respect, inclusion, loyalty, adventure, bravery, and it goes on. Like I said, okay, communication is at the end. At the end of the day, communicate. You have a very strong voice here. Use your voice. You got a gift here, okay? How to be discerning though, right? Because discernment is used for every day, every day to day. Not only when it comes to make really important decisions. So how to practice some mindfulness and bringing your attention inward, right, and connecting to the higher realms. All right. So that's pretty much to sum it up. That's not for you. I think this is a fake robot or some shit. All right, let's go to what's the tea. If nobody else has a question, be true to yourself and you'll never fall. Yeah, Beastie Boys. Yeah, you could use whatever inspiration. We all get inspiration from because music is an art, okay. But the alchemist knows, like if I'm looking, everything's moderation. We already know that. I don't want to give you the same thing. Yeah, moderation. Make sure that you do everything. Have to have more balance, right? If I want a healthy kind of love, I got to be gentle, calm, and energy. So you have that energy there, all right? Thoughtful actions, taking things slowly. Sometimes we don't want that, all right? Because we are just told to go ahead and embrace the 8 of Wands energy. Go through speed. No, it requires both. Yeah. Hey, the seventh. What do the universe wants you to know? I like that. The universal energy. All right. So yeah, balancing and giving and receiving. Extremely grateful to have things in your life, your family, good friends. Not this obsessive need to control. In relationship. Compromising, making understanding each other. How to find common ground. All right. I thought you had to be part of someone's life to grow. All right, so let's go to D7. What do the universe wants you to know? Find heart doing it all alone. You're not, that's the whole thing, that you think that you're doing it all alone. You're not doing it all alone. Just allow yourself, all right? Have a level of surrender because, that energy is all about surrendering, all right? When you surrender the control that you want to have over how the outcome is going to be, trusting and having faith in that. So believing in yourself, having faith. There's no there's no evidence for it in the world. How these things, the unseen life force, how does that work? Okay, we can't see God, but God yet is everywhere. It's inside you. It connects your breath to it. It's a life. It's what gives you life. It's what animates all things. All right, and understanding that feel. Remember, you represent the lovers, and the lovers represents, okay, how, according to the biblical, and there's a hierarchy. There's always going to be a hierarchy, whether you're understanding yourself, your true nature. The better half of our human nature is angels. All right, birds. There could be so many. Find what inspires you. All right. Thank you so much, Tara. All right. Remember, don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. I'm going to leave you one more message, and then I'm going to tap into the /7th sun. What did the universe want me to know? But before I go, let's go ahead and give you, next time I ask one of these, all right, because that takes me forever, but I don't mind. You came in early, so just understand the energy that is in front of you, your counterpart. But then you got to look at your chart, all right? You look at your chart, you start to understanding yourself. Where could your Mercury be? Is your Mercury in your house or is in Taurus? Just a slow moving energy. If it's not there, it could be in Aries. Just find out where Mercury was when you was born. All right, one more. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Working on your throat chakra. Right here, right here. Believe in yourself and know that you are You are capable of amazing things. All right. When you know better, you do better. That's it. It's all growing into wisdom slowly. All right. We're growing to wisdom slowly. We're not gonna figure everything out. Love is never wrong. Let's go ahead. Oh, you know better. Oh yeah, I know better. You know better. You know better. God bless you. I was drawn to angels. Okay. And understanding. Let's go ahead to what the universe wants you to know. Let's go ahead here for, let's give you a little quick general take here. Career, whatever it is that you're doing. All right. A lot of, most, 9 out of 10 times, they're just sending you into, to take slow, inspired action. So if you're trying to manifest, setting your, and understanding your vibrational frequency, all right. Everybody like everybody's energy is different. Some have to do something more grounding, more inspired action, more communicative, using my intelligence sort of energy. So you're probably trying to manifest and doing affirmations. That's not your energy. Okay? So I will be talking about that in the next month. I have a lot still that I'm working on. Here we go. All right? So you could get an alignment. All right? And understanding the star card a little bit more. Let's go ahead. I seen the Knight of Cups here. The Hermit is a card of reflection. We constantly reflecting. Should have gone there. Should have said that. We constantly, try to follow our true north. One more. Seventh Sun. Thank you. One more. Thank you. All right. What time is it? Oh, I've been here. I started at 4:10. Yep. Is he here or he left? The Four of Wands. The 6. And so you got at the bottom. The Page of Cups is an individual that is, right, not only creative, he's very empathetic. Yeah, because we got the page of, so discipline, right? Discipline is at the core of everything. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you're still living with your parents. How old are you? Because I get a lot of young energy. All right. So the four wants is security, right? And my discipline. What this card is showing me. So the 4 wants is the energy of homecomings. You're 50. Oh no, not you, Tara. I was talking to. Oh, you're 20. So you still live at home? All right. Because if you work really hard here, you have a life that's rewarding, a stable family, like love, right? So it's like, I don't know if you still live at home. I like to ask questions here, because if you say to me, oh, what are they saying to me? What is the universe saying to me? All right. So appreciating the things, right? The 4 wants, you work hard, right? And you're rewarded with contentment, the freedom that your success has brought you here, has afforded you and provides you, satisfaction here. I live at my place. You got your own place here. Okay. All right. So what are you trying to create here? See, the Emperor, he's all about being very wise, very disciplined with his money. All right. But when you go to the 6 of Cups here, I don't know. Whatever you're going through, are you real successful? You build your own home? You build your own home? Oh, okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute. All right. So what is missing from your life? Is it love? Okay. Because you safely navigate here. Okay. Your way through the obstacles to a place that you can feel proud of. All right. So matters at home absolutely rewarding. Someone is I don't know if they're getting married, planning here. Okay. Moving in with a partner, or you want somebody from your past to move in. All right. There's a milestone event in your career, successfully completed project, counting your blessings, feeling elated with this energy here. All right. Look. So what is it here? Because he's a protector. He wants to build he's looking at long-term stability. So something's keeping you stuck here. All right? Because you're thinking about the past, or you thinking how, or go back to your 6, 7 year old self and tell yourself, like, why got long and lost the way? Like living a life of magic and embracing, you know, like imagine yourself as a little kid that you're being saved, you're being guided, like that kind of energy here. So knowing that you're protected, you'll say, but here's, I don't know if the home cooking of mom, there's something here. Yeah, but people don't understand what love is. All right, this is where we stuck with the love. For me, it's the cohesive, the glue, the incredible life force that builds everything. Okay, but being really stable, really, I don't. There's a demanding energy here. One thing about him, he represents life past four. All right, and when you look at the four wands or the four fire, all right, actions expressing gratitude for the things that you have. So if you want this old love or feeling the familiarity here, all right, love is understanding. Oh man, love is much more than that. We could go on and on when it comes to love. All right. So whatever you're going through here, all right. If you have a dream, grab it and never let it go. Okay. So whatever you got to do here. No, love is the incredible force and the building block of our life as we know it. It is because of love. I mean, you guys get the most incredible, the greatest love story there is, the lovers. All right. So I mean, he should be feeling good. All right. Remember that this is in, and the six of one is out. So if you want to be a positive force here, right? Uh, you have to. If I want change in my community, I gotta be in the inside. In order for me to be in the inside, to cause change in the outside, right? So helping your communities, change is about being part of a system that you want to have change. You have more impact in the inside, all right? And the system there's something here that you want to change rather than being in the outside of it. All right. So what the universe is saying to you, all right, your honesty, your ethicals, where you career started at, all right, how to navigate. So because this is, to me, sometimes it's about control, right? How you handle your money, your security, your love for work often leads you to a great career in life, you know. But what it's saying to you at the end of the day, where is he at? Okay. Learn how to cultivate a little bit more flexibility in your character. You're well suited for marriage here, all right? Because you're very responsible and you become a loving parent. And you're not a father yet, all right? So just be careful here because you could easily become rigid and stuck. You can be overly cautious when changes are necessary. This can cause you to miss a lot of opportunities that present themselves. Okay, good. All right. So just understand a little bit of the Empress energy. All right, and look at your life path forward, baby, baby, baby. All right. This energy here is very conscientious, cautious, and time for appointments here, follow the rules, work hard, long hours, okay, very productive, very reliable, kind of person, dependable, the cornerstone in your community. You're willing to work for a better world, okay, in a realistic way, all right? In a very realistic way here. Loyal to those you love, good quality, you're courageous, a true survivor. I mean, I could go on and on and on with the Emperor. All right. You got to know how to work well with others. However, you could be, just to be mindful, not to get that you could be too rigid here and sometimes judge your fellow man. So be careful not to be bossy or rude because you hold, your energy is very rare, disciplined energy here that not everyone is going to be able to keep up with you. You understand? So a lot of times we ask ourselves, why? Why? Sometimes we don't see ourselves because we're in the inside. All right. But when we're on the outside, people are going to look at you different. You might see yourself, right? And you're not understanding. You understand? So if I want to if I want to change a system here, all right, like a police officer or a politician kind of energy, right? I can't be stuck in. I gotta learn how to cultivate flexibility. All right. Oh God, this person gotta go. All right. There's limitations here, okay? Because this is a build of an enterprise, your hard work and practical magic. Your traditional values are paying off here to provide you with the rewards you seek. So between the balance between work and home life, you don't have to get stuff. But anyway, we look at Capricorn. So either you're a Capricorn and Aries, here Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's what this is giving me, all right? It could also be Leo's energy here as well with this card, but this is your Aries, Capricorn's energy. You got to understand all the energy that is in. Oh, I left that on. And with Mercury's right now, understanding a little bit about Mercury's energy, how do you communicate? All right. Oh, you're July 27th. You're a Leo. Yeah, you're a Leo. Okay. So what is it that you want to do here? Because the Six of Cups, this is a very familiar. Do you want to go? Because in order for me to go, right? In order for me to find love, sometimes you're gonna have to learn how to trust in, not only trust and believe in yourself, but move. Like learn how to move in the way. See yourself as the whole ocean instead of just a drop of water. All right. So, all right, you got very good qualities and you work really, really hard. And this person is very protective, but it could be very demanding, or I could get stuck in my ways here. All right. So just be careful. Too much. Remember, too much of everything. If you see this card that's here, all right, you got that. You got the Temperance and the Eight of Wands. Understanding a little bit of the Empress energy, conscientious, positivity, to be cautious and on time for everything. You know, you follow through your rules. You don't have to impose so many rules here. You understand? It's okay to have fun, to to go out. Even if my mom gave birth to 7 boys and number 7. You're number 7. Oh wow. All right. So have a little fun. I mean, we all go through heartbreak. We all go things. Don't let love like you never loved before. Go back to your 6, 7-year-old self and find out what happened. We all need to take a little inventory, or search here. All right. So sometimes we get too overly cautious. When something violates our profound sense of order, because this represents order and stability. Such as a separation or divorce, that could be shattering. The experience could be very shattering for you. All right, and you could easily become obsessed and vengeful, seeking your own definition of justice. All right. Sending love and light. Hey, Michael Elias. All right. So always study yourself. Learn yourself. You might see, other people might see it. You might not see it. All right. So anything that violates your profound sense of order, such as a separation or divorce, that could be shattering. That could be an experience for you that you could be like, wow, you hold on to something here. All right. And you could be easily become obsessive and vengeful, seeking your own definition of justice. So just be careful here with whatever. Understand that it's a natural part of life that people are gonna hurt you. All right, you're here to have the experience. All right, don't become so stuck in your ways. Try to have a little more flexibility. All right, have a little fun. Remember, this is all work, because there will be no balance become work between work and play. How to navigate that? All right. Because this is very systematically organized. You're very decisive and very methodical, a step-by-step rational approach to life, all right? So you can expect that from somebody else, knowing that people are going to be different, all right? And it's up to you to decide. If you want somebody that shares your same values, then that's what you should seek. But understand, even that, nobody's guaranteed to be that way that you want them to be, all right? So don't get stuck in your ways. My ways are the only ones, and that's going to leave room for nothing, because you got to understand that we are here for connection, not perfection. All right? And that's what the universe wants you to know. Okay? If not, we learn lessons. All right? So you endure a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, but they are lessons and they are blessings. Understand that. Your journey is to evolve in this lifetime, to learn to release the feelings that do not truly nourish you. All right? And with that being said, I hope that that helps you. Okay, cultivate a new mindset. Do something, learn something new. Go play, or there's a sport, there's something, music, something that you want to do here. Embrace something different here. All right, don't get stuck only in your ways. And my way is the only right way. All right. If you value somebody that is very creative, that has got tremendous work ethic, if you demand accountability, if you like family, stability, which everybody does, make sure that you seek a partner that has the same goals like you in mind. Not, want to protect and do the right thing for my family. All right. But if you chose anybody, you just learn about the people before you commit. All right. All right. I got to go. I thank you guys so much. If nobody else has a question, I don't have time for Western Tea. Yeah, you have to have high, of course, high level, rational mind. And of course, you got to learn how to cultivate, you know, basically, moral compass. All right, because you got to learn how to see things from, and we get stuck there. We get stuck there. All right, have a good day. I love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you guys.